Pastor Chira Show. I'm Pastor Chira, and today we launch. We launch into new territory. We launch into new mindset. We launch into new relationships. Are you ready to launch out? Come on and launch out with me as we go into this conversation on today. Can I tell you I'm excited? I'm so excited. Number one, this is our first show of 2023. Yes, we are in our third year of the Pastor Chira Show, and I am so excited that this young man has agreed to come on to be the first guest of 2023 because he is amazing. You're going to see in a minute. This young man is amazing. And I'm talking about none other than Pastor Archie L. McInnis the third. Did I do three? Two, three? The third. Yes. Pastor Tré. Woo! Hey, Pastor Tré.
Hey, Pastor Chira, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm just a little bit excited. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's be excited.
Let's be
I'm with
excited.
it. Mhm.
Listen, it is the third day of January. We have crossed over. We have made it. We have gotten through many things. You have had an amazing 2022. So much happened for you. But we're going to get to that in a second. Because I want you to introduce yourself to the viewing audience.
My name is Archie McInnis III, aka Trey. I am a pastor. So this way we get the name Pastor Trey. I pastor a church in Allentown, Pennsylvania, called Full Effect Church, Full Effect Cathedral, Allentown, PA. We have service every Sunday. If you're in the area, you could come on through. I do music, preach. I'm married. Whole lot of great stuff happening, and I'm excited to be here with Pastor Chira.
Yes, Pastor Trey and I are we are in the same organization, and I'm excited
Yes.
about all that we do and that you do. But you have been Pastor Trey for how long now?
Hmm. I've been Pastor Trey. I want to say for like almost 2 years now. Almost two
Hmm.
years now. As a senior pastor, I was youth pastor,
Okay,
but now I'm like lead pastor Trey. That's been for like 2 years. Yeah.
right. How was that?
Mm.
How was that? Because did you notice how I said
Hmm.
you've been Pastor Trey? Because you've always been Trey.
Hmm.
Like, you know, you
Hmm.
you Trey, right? But
Yes.
becoming Pastor Trey, what has that been like for you?
Um.
Did you just roll your eyes at
Becoming.
me?
No, not at all. I'm not rolling my eyes.
I
I'm
know, I
thinking.
know. You're
I'm
thinking
like,
about
I'm
it.
looking into the sky, looking for the answer. But yeah, um, um, Pastor Trey is almost a completely different person from just Trey.
Right.
Uh, Pastor Trey, Pastor Trey is very serious.
Hmm.
Um, very, he tries to be very mature,
Hmm.
very, all the good things you can be. Um, because becoming a pastor,
Hmm.
like, it was just, it was really almost out of nowhere. It's like
Oh,
I knew I would be,
yes.
but I didn't expect it at the time
Hmm.
that it came.
Right.
Um, but my bishop, my father, he
Yes.
said, uh, in 2021, in the year, 2021, in like April, no, not 2021, 2020.
2020. 2020.
2020.
2020.
Yeah,
Yes.
2020. Because I remember the service where he said now is the time. That was it was during the pandemic. We were social distancing in the church in Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
and my mother had just preached a message. And if you know my mother, you know how that goes. I was on the floor,
Ooh.
laying prostrate on the floor,
Uh huh.
and my dad gets the mic and says, "Y'all pick him up. I need to do something now." And he lays hands on me and all this stuff. And next thing I know, I have a certificate saying that I'm getting ready for ordination and installation.
In
And
August.
it was just, yeah,
Yep.
that was gonna happen in August. But in
Yep.
April of 2020,
Mhm.
it was like, yeah, yeah, let's do it. And was it 2020 or 2021? I think I'm messing up the
No,
dates,
it was
but
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no. It was 2021. Yes,
2021.
it was 2021
Okay.
because it was
You know, I
when he became the prelate.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's when he became the
I
prelate.
messed it up because I remember the service being social distance and we were still doing the whole
Yep.
pandemic, COVID, we
Mhm.
still precautionary, but it's not nearly as
As
much as it was
bad.
then. So I
Right.
kind of mixed that up then. But
No, it's all
it
right.
was still it was still it was an amazing moment,
Mhm.
and ever since then, we just been rolling with the punches and growing and learning and maturing, growing
And doing.
spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the work,
Yeah. Doing.
doing the work,
Yeah.
man.
Because everybody think it's just, oh, it's just something that I do. It's just this just happens, and
Mm-mm,
it's not
mm-mm.
hard. It's just I'm just
Oh
getting up and
no.
saying words every Sunday. Like it's nothing that
Oh
I gotta do. I don't have to talk to
if
people.
any, yeah, that's just like pastoring is different from just preaching.
Yes.
I've been a preacher for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
I've been preaching since a young age. I started like 13, 14, around there. I was
Okay.
preaching,
Right.
and I was singing and doing praise and worship and all that stuff. But it's different. It's different when you go from preaching to pastoring, because when you preach, you can kind of just give the people the word. You could go sit down, walk away. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. But when
Come
you're
on.
pastoring, you have a greater desire for that word to stick,
Mhm.
because now you feel responsible for the spiritual growth of the people that you're ministering to.
Yes.
And and that's good. And then your sermons are not just sermons. They literally, you want them to be spiritual food,
Yes.
because you
Come
want
on.
you want the
Yes.
people to be fed. You,
Yes.
you want to be fed. You don't want to
Mhm.
just have church. You don't want to just collect your envelope and get out. That's not how that works.
That's not how it
You
works.
you have to care for these people, in the pulpit and outside the pulpit as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
You
Pastoral
got
care
you got
means something.
pastoral care. Yeah,
Mhm.
you got. I was in a nursing home today.
Oh.
I did that today. I was in a nursing home today, and we went and we just gave out different stuff to all the residents there.
Mhm.
And it's those
Right.
kind of things that a lot of people don't see. When you gotta make sure the Christmas stuff is happening.
Right.
I've had
Right.
to clean some bathrooms, sweep some
Right.
floors,
Right.
um,
Right.
do construction work a little bit, make plans, do all the you got to do those things, because you're in charge of the whole thing,
Not just one part,
and you got to not just one
but
part,
we are
and
responsible for the
exactly, you're responsible for the whole thing.
entire. And
Hmm.
people don't realize the responsibility, the accountability, the
Hmm.
pressure, and the weight of it all.
Right, right.
Because it
It's,
all
yeah,
comes with something.
right.
It really does.
Especially, yeah, especially when you're just starting out.
Hmm.
The beginning stages are difficult
Right.
when you're trying to grow a ministry.
Mm.
that's the thing that's like a lot of people think you can come in, you can just be a pastor, start a church, and everybody's gonna show up. You're gonna get
Okay.
people just gonna show up. They're gonna do it. No, you have to do something.
You have to
You
build.
have to do a lot. You got to trust God. You got to
Hmm.
build. You got to
Yes.
do what God's called you to do,
Yes.
and then you'll see the increase. You'll
In
see the
in
increase, but
in the
it's a,
building.
in the building. But
Hmm.
before you really see the increase in the building, what I'm noticing, you see the increase in yourself at first.
And yes. Yes.
So for me, I know God had to like and still has to like deal with me and help me out of certain things,
Yep.
certain mindsets, certain
Hmm.
you know, you got to grow up a little bit
We gotta grow
because
up.
God is not going to
Yeah.
give you something that you're not ready to steward well.
Right.
You know,
Say it.
it's
Yep.
like you can't just you can't just say open the church, hey, let's everybody come in,
And make them
but
in
you have
because they're
nothing
not
for
coming.
them.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
You
Hmm.
got to have something for him.
Right. For each generation, not just
Hmm.
for one, because we're
Right.
not we're not going after, you know, this bunch or this bunch or this bunch. We're going
Right.
after the sheepfold, all that's out
Mm.
there. Whoever God says, come on in and get what He
Yeah.
has for you so that you can learn and you can grow. Has God revealed to you your ministry yet?
Has he revealed to me my ministry? Um, I want to say I'm not entirely sure if
Hmm.
he's revealed my ministry for like my whole ministry.
Right,
I
right,
know that he's given me. I know for sure he's given me something for right now.
right. Okay,
I
okay.
know he's given me something to say for now.
Hmm.
And that is
I
it's
love it.
very simple actually, but I'm 100% sure it's from God. That is the gospel of Jesus Christ. You and I'm not joking or being sarcastic, but
No.
I'm talking about as I was in prayer, and you're pastor, and you know how difficult it is sometimes
Yes.
for you got to preach every week.
Every week.
Sunday comes every Sunday, if you no matter if you're ready or not, it's gonna be there. So you
And you
have to
gotta have
prepare. So
something.
exactly. So as I'm praying, the Lord really led me to a strong emphasis on the gospel, the simplicity of the gospel of
Hmm.
Jesus Christ, because uh, every every principle, everything, all of it, the foundation of everything that we preach comes from the gospel of Jesus Christ. And a lot of times it seems like we are lost on this subject
Hmm.
because it seems elementary, but
But it's not.
it's not elementary.
It's
I don't
not.
think I don't think we see it as what it really is,
Oh,
because it's more than just Jesus got up. It's much more than that.
it's the
It's much more
life.
than he got.
It's the life.
Exactly,
It's the life.
exactly.
His life
Hmm.
was the gospel. His life was the news. Our life
Hmm.
is the gospel. Our life is the news.
Absolutely.
If we, okay, I gotta go to a commercial break. I'm so sorry. We
Hmm.
just talk. We just going and going. I'm gonna go to a commercial break, and on the other side, we're going to talk a little bit about part of your ministry, which is your music ministry that God has also given to you. So we're going to go to commercial and we'll be right back. We're back, and we are back in a conversation with Pastor Tré of Full Effect, Allentown. And we were talking about the gospel and being able to preach the gospel and know really
Hmm.
what that means. And God has given you the gospel of preaching, but He's also giving you the way to preach and teach and give the gospel through song. How long have
Yeah.
you been singing and ministering through song?
I've been singing. I started singing because my father made me start singing on
He made you do it.
yeah, sure enough did. And they put me in the youth choir. I may have been about 5, 6, 7 years old, something like. And I had this song that I sang all the time. It was by the late great Timothy Wright, Reverend Timothy
Mhm.
Wright. It's called "I'll Be a Witness."
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I was a little kid singing that song, and our little youth choir used to travel around New York, and we would sing that song. I would sing that song, and then another song I would sing is it goes, "Lay your hands on me, Jesus, I don't mind."
What? Yes.
That's what I was singing when I was a kid, and from there, I grew to the teenage years. I started singing with the praise team,
Mhm.
just learning my voice, doing background vocals. Then I started leading songs, and then once we started the church in Pennsylvania, after we transitioned there, I became the praise and worship leader,
Okay.
and I was running that team, and in the cut, I started just really writing songs.
Mhm.
Uh, I would write songs I wouldn't let nobody hear. Um, I would just write little things down in my notebook because at this time, I'm a preacher,
Mhm.
so everybody heard me preach, but I had something else that I knew the Lord was giving me. I knew the Lord was giving me certain lyrics and certain melodies and certain things, and it was during the pandemic that the Lord really began to open up that avenue for me,
Mhm. Mhm.
and now I have recorded a few songs. I have a single out already, and one that's
Mhm.
and another one that's coming out, or I think
It's
maybe out
out.
now.
It's
Yeah, it's
out.
out. It's out.
So first
It's
of
out. Yeah.
all, fresh fire is fire. Can I
Hmm.
just say?
Hmm.
Fresh fire is fire. So that was your first single that came out. And then you had the single that came out on Christmas, which
Hmm.
is, come on, tell me what it is.
He can do it.
Can he now?
He can do it.
Can he
He
now?
can do it. Yes, he can. Yes, he
He
can.
can
Won't he
do
do
it.
it?
Won't he will?
Absolutely, absolutely. He
how was
can do it.
how was that birth? Because it came out in 2022, and
Hmm.
God did a whole lot of things for you
Hmm.
in 2022. How did He Can Do It come about for for you?
Well, it came out in 2022, but it was written, I want to say, 3, 4 years before that.
Oh wow.
And the song that you hear, it's very upbeat kind of. It's almost like a country, churchy, down
Love it.
south kind of thing. It's really a fun song. I really love it. But it didn't sound like that at first.
Okay.
before
Hmm.
before it was that, it was like a worship ballad, you know,
Oh.
kind of
Okay.
thing. But as we were preparing for the project,
Hmm.
Lord just put it on my spirit to change this one up a little bit. And it
Okay.
went to down, 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 down.
Well, you know what? No, wait,
It,
wait, wait, wait. So hold that. Y'all take a break, cause we gonna play a little bit of "He Can Do It." Let's listen.
Yeah, come on. We get ready to have some church in here. Come on. Hey, put your hands on it. Come on. He can fix what's broken with just one word spoken. I trust in what you see. God's hands believe in me. Yeah, oh my God, He can do it. Hey. Oh my God, He can do it.
Yo, that is hot. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is you be pulling stuff out and doing all kinds of stuff that's all new and funky that anybody can listen to. Like it's just not for one generation or another. It
Yeah,
really reaches everyone so that everyone can hear it, they can feel it, they can really
yeah.
get into it, but they also the lyrics speak. He can do
Mm,
it. He can
he
do
can
it.
do it. He can do it. Yeah, it may be simple to some, but you'd be surprised about how many people don't believe he can do it.
Mm.
And if they believe he can, a lot of people don't think he will do it for
Right.
them.
Right.
That's the thing. And the Lord gave me those words that like he said, tell my people that I'm ready, willing, and I'm able to
Yeah.
do the things that they are praying for. And a lot of times when we don't see manifestation, we tend to quit. We tend to give up.
Hmm.
God's not good. He don't care about me. He's not hearing me. Yada yada yada. Yada. How we go.
Right.
People tend to be really emotional, myself included.
Yeah.
You
Right.
ever had an attitude with God?
Oh yeah.
be like, be like,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
what's going on
Right.
here,
Right.
God?
Right, God.
like,
Wait, it gets better.
I,
Pastor Trey. We get an attitude with
mm,
God on a Sunday right before we got to get up and minister to the people. And we got to put
oh
our
Lord.
attitude aside. Oh.
Mm-hmm. You got to put it aside. That's why so many pastors before they say anything, they get in the mic, they start singing a song, they start doing they start,
We
you know,
better.
they're like, hey, we got to shift this atmosphere.
In
Hey,
me,
it's not
not here.
yeah, in
I
me.
gotta
It's
shift
not
this
it's not always
atmosphere.
yeah, people got to it ain't always y'all. Sometimes it's us too. Like I'm not feeling this right now.
Right,
I
right,
I got an
right.
attitude.
And he can do it. He can shift
And
my
he can do it.
attitude. He can
He sure
shift
could shift it
all
up.
this.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. He can
So
he can do it.
I mean, yes, he can do it. We had listen. You have been an amazing guest. This was a wonderful conversation. I thank you so much for just having fun with me in
No,
in
thank
this
you.
conversation. You have so much going on. You are doing so much. You're growing the ministry. You're growing. You're growing a family. you
Yes.
you are doing your wife is amazing. She
She
she was
is.
on the
She
show
is.
a few months ago. I mean,
She got on here before me.
she did.
I,
She beat you to
I
the
said,
punch.
what is this?
She
Y'all just
did.
met.
Right. But
Yeah,
I
she
am
she
so
she's amazing.
glad she is. She is amazing. And
Hmm.
I love her. I love you. I love everything that
We love you too.
has happened. And I'm just enjoying not just this ride singularly, but even our ride with Global and the things
Yeah,
that are happening. Can you talk a little bit about Global? And because you are the youth pastor, the youth leader of the
absolutely.
Global Alliance. So what's coming up?
Yep. The global gathering is coming up in March,
Uh huh.
April. I don't have the exact dates on it. I don't.
So
Is it
March 30th through April 1st.
March
Yes.
30th? March 30th through April 1st. It
Yes.
is the spring global gathering for the
Yes.
Full Effect Global Alliance.
Hmm.
Listen, if y'all was at the one in August, I said August, the one in
August.
August, the one in August, and then the one in March of last year,
Yes.
you know how we get down, how we
Mm,
do.
yes.
Uh, and this year we taking it up. It's gonna
All the
be
way.
so much. It's gonna be so crazy. Our speakers are amazing. Our guest artists are amazing.
Yes.
I'm sure we got sessions and
Yes.
teachings and
Yes.
all this
Yes.
different stuff happening.
And
You
you're
do
one of the
not
artists.
want to miss it.
You
I am one of the
are
artists.
one of the
I
artists.
am one of the
Yes.
artists. I
Yes.
sure am. I'm one of those
Yes.
artists.
Yes. Yes. So we will see
And if you
you.
want to hear me and everybody else, we want to see you. Come on down to
Yes.
Brooklyn. Come on down to Brooklyn. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be crazy.
It's
It's gonna
gonna
be
be
crazy.
crazy. 900 new lots. That's where we gonna be.
Yes,
But
yes,
if
yes.
people
Now
want
you
to
do us
see
that.
you, if people want to hear you, how can they get in touch with you? How can they get your singles? How can they get your music? How can they be in touch with Pastor Tré?
Okay. First you can go to my website,
Hmm.
www.pastortrey.com. All my booking information is on there. All my info is on there. Instagram, Pastor Trey underscore. TikTok, Pastor Trey. Facebook, Pastor Trey. All of it. You can see me on there. You can hit me up on there. We can, you know, let's hang out. Let's talk.
There you go. Listen, and you know what? That's the authenticity of you.
Yeah,
Let's hang out. Let's talk. Like it's
absolutely.
this is me. This is who I am.
Hmm.
Ain't no filters. Like this is just it. So come on, let's just hang out and let's talk. And I have loved
Absolutely.
hanging out and talking with you today.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
It
you.
was my pleasure. I'm honored to be
And
here.
guess what? I'm gonna see you in April. I'm gonna see you in March and April. I'm gonna see you.
That's right. That's right. We'll see you then.
Yes. Thank you,
All
Pastor
right.
Trey. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right.
Stop on by Full Effect Cathedral in Allentown because he's not only a praiser, but he is a worshiper. He and his wife are worshipers, and you will get the word. Listen, tune in because we have amazing things happening in 2023. I'm Pastor Chira. This is the Pastor Chira Show, and I'll see you next week. God bless.